This podcast is brought to you by Most Valuable Podcasts, leading the league in podcasting entertainment.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is the Fast Break Podcast. I am Sean Anderson. Alongside me is Phillip Bridges. This is our second installment of the Fast Break Podcast, and it's Thanksgiving week, so we're just going to take this one slow. And in last week's Fast Break Podcast, we asked you for the best throwback jerseys, and we didn't get any answers. So we're just going to give you our top five, and then we're also going to give you our worst throwback jerseys, basically saying what were they thinking. And Phil, would you like to start off with the best or the worst first?
If I had to go with the worst ones, I'm going to go Detroit.
I asked you if you wanted to go best to the worst. Phil's going to go right to the worst. So you're going to go Detroit. What jersey exactly?
Back when the teal jersey with the piston on the front, and it just goes diagonal. It's like, really?
My pick was also the teal Detroit Pistons jerseys. It's terrible. That's Grant. It's
Grant Hill.
Grant Hill area, right after the Bad Boys. You know, we built up this huge legacy in the '90s.
And then
Lambeer, Thomas, Rodman. What do? We're gonna put them in teal.
It was just awful.
Terrible. It was terrible. And then they finally, snapped back to their senses.
Right. And
went back to the blue and red.
Right.
With Chauncey and Ben Wallace, and then they won a championship.
Right.
I don't know what the teal is. I don't like the teal. I like Memphis's Vancouver Grizzly teal.
I mean, that was okay.
Because it was an accent. It wasn't the full teal jersey. If it was full teal, it was bad. The only team that's ever pulled off teal was the Florida Marlins in the MLB. Those were some sweet jerseys, and I hate that they switched those. But
Miami Marlins.
Yeah, now they went to like some weird orange with black and blue. So
they thought they were being nice with it.
Professional. It's bad. But I'm gonna go with the worst of all time. It's definitely the Pistons of the 1990s. I'm not exactly sure what year they started rolling those babies out, but that was when Grant Hill was on the team. So that's after the 91 national championship where Grant Hill threw the bomb down to Christian Leitner. Fake left, fake right, spin around. Boom, swish.
The most hated man scoring the sweetest basket.
Have you ever watched the 30 for 30?
I watched part of it, and I just remember the stomp on the chest. I'm like,
for some reason, 30 for 30s are just, they're my thing. I love 30 for 30s so much.
They had some great 30 for 30s.
We shouldn't be talking about 30 for 30s because this is throwback, but I'm going to get into 30 for 30s. My favorite ones I've watched, Catching Hell about Steve Bartman.
Brilliant.
That one was great. Kind of drawing a blank. Pony Express about SMU was great. Trojan War was pretty good about USC because it just made USC look bad, and I'm always for that because I hate USC. And then the one where it was June 17th, 1994, that one was great as well. Where it's like OJ was OJ. It was the OJ chase, and I think there was a ton of other stuff going on in the sporting worlds. But what other 30 for 30s did you like?
I liked the two Escobars.
Okay.
Yeah, that was great. I think because I usually end up watching the soccer ones. There was another one when the Garden was Eden.
Oh yeah, in the 70s
Bernie and Ernie.
The Vols.
Yeah, those were good 30 for 30s. I think then there was one, I'm not sure.
Oh, the one about Bo Jackson.
Yeah,
great.
That was good.
Bo is what is it? Bo Knows?
Yeah, Bo Knows.
Yeah, that one's fantastic. Just depicting Bo Jackson. But anyway,
back to the jerseys. Yeah, Charlotte had teal too.
But Charlotte did it nice.
Yeah, they did.
Charlotte wasn't like an ugly teal with like blue and red with accent. It was teal and then black, and then Alonzo Mourning looked sweet in it.
Yeah, he was decent.
That's not my top. That's not in my top five. But if Charlotte did jump back to that would have been great. I do have a quick question for you.
Yes.
When they were the New Orleans Hornets.
Yeah,
New Orleans Hornets. Did you like the Mardi Gras jersey that Chris Paul wore? Do you remember that one? It was like the purple one. God. It had terrible like green accents or something.
That's probably why I don't remember it because I did not like it.
I'm trying to think. I'll pull up a picture if I can find it. But I actually liked it, and it was like, I think it was when Peja was on the team, and it was I really liked the jersey. I'm trying to find it for you because now I think it's just gonna come up as New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Okay, it's like the weird orange that they had. or the weird yellow. It was like yellow and blue.
Oh, that one.
It's an ugly color combination with like bright yellow and then some purple on the shorts and then some bright blue. But it kind of works for New Orleans. Do you remember Chris Paul in the New Orleans days?
Yeah, he was. We were looking at him like, he's got talent. He's got skill. Then he went to L.A.
Well, he was an all-star.
He was an all-star.
He was an all-star in New Orleans.
Yeah, he was good in New Orleans. He got talent. He got good skill. Went to L.A. Still good. Still great. But
I think he's still a top 5 point guard.
Yeah, he's still top 5. It's just like, when you going to get that ring, son?
8-time all-star, 4-time all-NBA, 2-time all-second team, all-NBA third team in 2011, 5-time all-defensive first team. I mean... And he was rookie of the year in 2006. So I mean, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good point guard. We're not getting into point guards. Maybe we'll do that next time. Here in the comments, this is what your question for today is. Who is the best point guard in today's NBA? And we'll talk about that next week because we could also talk about D Rose's injury.
Oh my God.
But we'll get back to the jerseys because we are rushed for time a little bit. We're gonna make this one kind of short.
Toronto.
Well, I'm going to ask for your top 5, Phil.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Sorry.
Come on, man. Nah. Top 5 jerseys of all time. Go.
Toronto with the Raptor on it. Philadelphia, when they used to have that swishing basketball. Back when they made the finals.
2002 AI days?
Yeah, AI
Practice?
days. Practice. Talking about practice.
A 5-time NBA All-Star doesn't come off the bench.
He doesn't. The Kings. Back when they just had the straight up black with the Kings, Chris Webber.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah.
That was 2002, too. When they went to the Western Conference Finals against the Lakers.
Kobe stomped them.
Ooh, but dude, those Kings teams were my boys. Vlade, Doug Christie, Mike Bibby, Peja, Chris Webber. God, that was a fantastic team.
That was a great team. It's just they were...
You're bringing up soft spots in my heart, Phil. God.
They were in the era of when Kobe just stomped on everyone with Shaq on the side. And then going through jerseys, remember the Bucks with Ray Allen?
Ooh, the purple and green ones?
No. The green one.
Yeah.
The green one with the buck on the front.
I think those were ugly.
No, those weren't bad.
Hold on, let me look. I'm trying to think.
I see that one. Because they had the purple buck, and then you had the buck coming up, and it was the green background.
I'm trying to have as quiet typing as possible because I got yelled at by Ricky for having typing in the background. I'm trying to find. It's not the green and so it is the green and purple buck.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those weren't horrible. I personally liked it. They were decent.
Wait, are you talking about the Ray Allen with the buck that's like coming out of nowhere?
Yeah.
That one's ugly.
It's not that ugly, dude.
That one's an awful jersey.
It's not awful.
You know what? That's my worst throwback of all time.
Oh, you're gonna switch now?
What that buck? Oh wait, look at that buck. Where is that buck coming from? That's like the most It's like a slug. It's like a snaking buck.
It was a nice jersey.
Not really.
It was for me personally. It was all right.
I agree. I disagree with your opinion 100%.
Okay, we could disagree on that.
Those are terrible. I was thinking you were gonna say like the one where it's all blue. All purple, and then it's got green striping on the side. Those look good.
I mean,
those are pretty
good
decent.
Too.
Or like the old Bucks jersey when Oscar Robinson was on it. Those are nice jerseys.
Those were, but
these ones are awful.
It's not awful.
These
not
are
Detroit
terrible.
awful.
I would say these are Detroit awful because that piston still looks like a horse. It still looks like a horse. These Bucks ones are terrible.
It's not that terrible. Okay, go with yours then, sir.
My top 5?
Yes.
All right. Let's do this. The black Orlando ones with Shaq and the pinstripes.
Those were nice.
And then they also had the blue ones. Those were nice.
Those were nice.
The purple Raptor ones.
Yeah, of course.
Those are my favorite ones. Those are my favorite of all time. Because it just reminds me of Vince Carter being
dunking over everyone.
Well, I mean, he won the slam dunk contest with they got rid of the Raptor and it was just purple and black. But those were still sweet. But I'll go with the purple Raptor with the actual Raptor on it. Then I'll go with purple Jazz. Stockton and Malone.
The musical note?
No.
Not that one?
The mountain one.
Oh, I see.
The mountain one with the purple
Finals
and white.
against Jordan.
Exactly. Reggie Miller Pacers.
Yeah.
The blue ones with the white or the white and gold border on the side that went down to the shorts. It was like the corner of it, it was a diagonal stripe. It was weird. And then also the Reggie Miller yellow jerseys with the blue stripes.
Okay.
It was a blue pinstripes. And then the Phoenix Suns Barkley days with the actual sun coming up. Those were nice.
That was nice.
See, you can't dispute mine because mine are great.
Okay, whatever, sir.
That Bucks one's terrible.
It's not terrible.
Did you finish yours?
Yeah, I thought I finished one.
What? Give it a rundown again.
I said, what did I say? Because Detroit was the worst one. I said I liked the Raptors.
Like the Raptors?
Yeah, I liked the Raptors. Then I went on, I think I talked about the Kings.
Kings, okay. And I think the Bucks were your next one.
Yeah, okay. Bucks,
so you have two more.
Two more. It's always going to be Bulls with the cursive.
I was going to say that was my honorable mention with the Bulls with the cursive.
Yeah, that's home.
Yeah, it's beautiful because it's simple. You know, they didn't change much. They just went to block lettering. I don't hate the block lettering, but the cursive is nice.
This might be another one you just disagree with. You remember Atlanta when they had the blue jerseys?
Oh, what?
It was blue, and then they had
the green piping.
Yeah, that was decent. It was decent. Not my favorite, but it was decent.
I wrote worse ones on. I wrote my top 5. It was
Let me guess. Atlanta was in it.
It was black Orlando, purple Raptors, purple Jazz, Reggie Miller Pacers, Phoenix Suns, and then I skipped a line that said worse ones. Number 1, blue Atlanta Hawks.
Oh my god.
And then teal Pistons.
Teal Pistons were awful.
And then if I could add a third one, it would be that Bucks one that you said.
Okay.
That one's terrible, dude.
It's not terrible.
Okay.
If we're talking about ugly jerseys in all sports, which ones would you pick? I'm asking you.
I think the 90s MLB jerseys where they just threw it. It was like the future jerseys. They're the worst things ever. If you look them up, it's like the MLB future jerseys. I think the Rockies had one, and they're just awful.
Rocky, everything was awful about the Rockies early on.
That's not true. The Rockies were okay.
They got lit up in their own stadium.
They had Larry Walker. They had Todd Helton. They were decent, all right?
They made that one World Series against.
That was 2007, though.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the 90s.
About overall.
Okay, they made it to one World Series because they had Matt Holliday. It was sweet.
It was.
Dude, it was. Those are. Don't talk about the Rockies because I love them. It was turn ahead the clock. It's the worst jerseys of all time. It was during the 1999 season. It's awful. Look them up. All right, so
look up Tampa Bay Mutiny. That was MLS, early MLS days. They had awful jerseys.
I'm gonna read them out. We got. I'm gonna try to depict them the best I can. The San Francisco Giants ones. It was a gray jersey with a black SF coming from here up. And it's just their logo, and it's a plain gray with just an oversized gray or black SF. Then you have the Indians, where the Indians starts here, and you don't even it's like India. It's like India from here down, because the all Indian part is cut out. The Mariners, they had the star, like their usual star with the baseball, here up. And then a number right in the middle, but also a little off center.
I feel like my eyes will not be the same once I see these.
And then the Pirates one is the Pirates one's garbage because it's red, black, and then yellow on the sleeve, and then it's got the buck, like the actual guy, in the middle of the chest, and then the Mercury Mets. So they changed the Mets from the New York Mets to the Mercury Mets, and they have a picture of Mercury, and it says Mercury here. And then Mets going down the side, going up and down.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with any of these.
They're terrible.
What is this one with the owl?
The owl? I don't think that's not a real one.
Oh, I hope not.
That's like L&D Supplies. That's like a softball team.
Okay.
That's not a real one.
Okay. I see the SNF one.
Yeah, the SNF one is awful. But the best, if we're gonna go best jersey of any sports. Yeah, those are terrible. It's the Diamondback ones.
Mercury Mets.
If we're gonna go here, let's just do this.
Did you see the Royals?
Yeah, it's bright yellow. Johnny Damon. Yeah, and then they have a gold helmet. Doesn't make sense. They're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Since you brought up worst jerseys of all time, these take the cake, and it's not close. Best jersey in MLB history. What's your best jersey in MLB history?
Best one? Keeping it simple, Red Sox.
I'm gonna keep it simple as well. I'm gonna say Yankees. Pinstripes are classic. They have not changed. The only thing they've changed is the logo a little bit since the 1920s. It's a classic. You can't go wrong with a Yankee jersey. You can go wrong because the Yankees are the worst, but you can go
evil.
You can't go wrong with just the Yankees uniform, because if you just saw those uniforms, you'd be like, "Wow, those are really nice." Best NHL jersey of all time. There's two answers that I'll accept. I know you're not a hockey fan, but there's two answers I'll accept.
I mean, I don't know. Either you're gonna say Detroit.
Ugh.
Those were ugly.
They're not ugly, but Detroit. Ugh.
I mean, I hate Detroit.
Fuck Detroit.
Probably Chicago.
All right. Original Blackhawks is just Blackhawks definitely is one of them.
And I'm not sure. Are we gonna go Edmonton?
Edmonton changes their jerseys every 5 years. It's not, like they're like, oh, we're doing something. All right, let's change it. Oh, these are terrible. All right, let's change them again. These are even worse. Let's change them again. You know what was pretty good? The old school jerseys. Let's bring those back. And then they did that. Best NHL jersey of all time is the Blackhawks or the Mighty Ducks. The teal and eggplant jerseys are the greatest things of all time. They are up there with the Raptors. Best NBA jersey, I think we can agree, since it was both in our top 5, it was the Purple Raptors.
Yeah, that was great.
And then best NFL jersey of all time. Do you have one?
I don't. I really don't. If anything, I just like to keep it simple. You know, if you're going to go out there, you make sure you better hit it out of the park, but going simple, you know, it's got to be the Raiders.
The
gray, silver.
Silver and black. Yeah, I mean, the Raiders are great. I also like old school Rams.
No, that was
with the yellow, the bright yellow and the blue when they're the LA Rams. And then I like you can't go wrong with the Steelers. Steelers haven't changed their jersey because they're great.
Why would they?
Yeah, the Steelers have a great uniform. Bears have a great uniform.
Yeah.
I mean, Bears, like, if you throw back, Bears have a good uniform. Old Patriots with Patriot Pat on the helmet, the white helmet, and then the red jerseys.
That 85 Super Bowl.
That 85 Super Bowl is great. Those are my two favorite teams right there going off against each other. And, I mean, if that ever happened in modern days, I would take the Bears because I want my Chicago teams to win. Yeah. I would go with the Patriots. But, yeah. Do we count the Supersonics as a throwback?
Can we really count them as a throwback?
I don't think OKC's ever worn
they won't.
the Supersonic jersey.
They will never wear the Supersonic jersey, just as a middle finger to Seattle.
Do we count them as a throwback jersey?
I don't think we can.
All right. So no.
I mean, well, it depends.
Would Seattle have a place in your top 5 if we counted that as a throwback?
They might be able to find their way in. They probably would have got over the Bucks.
Oh yeah, I would take the Sonics over the Bucks easily.
They would have got.
What's wrong with you?
Whatever, man.
That Bucks jersey's terrible.
It is not that.
Tell
terrible.
Phil in the comments why he rides LeBron's cock and why those Bucks jerseys suck.
Oh, hold on. I do not ride LeBron's cock. You get that straight.
I took that from the comments on our first Fast Break podcast. If you haven't seen that, definitely go check that out. That is in the description. We didn't say that we're a part of Most Valuable Podcast.
Most Valuable Podcast.
People know that. People know that.
Like and subscribe.
All right, we should just wrap this up anyways because we're getting near the end, my friend.
Tampa Bay Mutiny, worst jersey I may have ever seen.
I've never seen that. You're going to have to show me that after the break.
Just look at MLS jerseys as a whole. They're ugly.
I never watched
exactly.
the MLS.
It's fine. You don't.
The Fire have a decent jersey, I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
I don't like ads being on jerseys. I hate ads being on jerseys. And I feel like the NBA... Oh, hold on. Wait. Worst jerseys in NBA history. Anything with sleeves. LeBron agrees with me. Everyone agrees with me. Those sleeve jerseys are awful. Who wants a jersey with sleeves when you're playing basketball? You're awfully silent.
Know. I mean, think about it. Bulls were playing... Anytime they have the Christmas Day jerseys...
No, they've knocked out the Christmas jersey days.
Oh, they have?
Not like knocked it out like completely. Like I'm saying, like they've done a good job with Christmas Day jerseys before, but now they're just messing them up with sleeves. They're awful. They're just awful.
I mean, would you? It was awful.
What's awful?
It was just awful. Would you like this jersey?
That's a ref.
No.
They're a ref.
No, that's not a ref. That's the actual jersey.
That looks like a black and white ref jersey.
No, that's the actual.
Oh, that's okay. So, okay, so it's like mutant like lettering.
Yeah.
Or like alien lettering, and then like blue and those are bad.
Yeah.
Those are pretty bad. Honestly, if they switched to the teal being the main color and then the blue stripe and then got rid of that font completely, then it might have been okay. But that's a bad jersey design right there.
That's horrible design.
Any other NBA throwback jerseys you wanna? Toss in there. Old Heat jerseys. Alonzo Mourning days. Those are good.
Those are decent. Yeah, those are decent.
The LA Laker ones with Kobe wearing the blue ones. Those were nice.
Yeah, those were nice. Let's see. Any other jerseys?
Oh, worst jerseys of all time, the current Clippers jerseys. Those are disgustingly bad. Awful jerseys right there. Ooh, quick question. What'd you think of the Indiana Pacers
going Hickory?
Did you like them?
No.
Because I loved them.
I didn't like them as much. It was like
they were sweet.
It just didn't feel right. Watching them, where I was like,
it didn't feel right. I know what you're saying. Like, just keep it to the movie. But I mean, like the fact that they did that and the fact that they look good. They look good. They looked good. Come on. They were plain. They just said Hickory and then the number, and then they had the number on the back and then red shorts. Those were nice. I liked them. You're not in agreement.
Not in agreement.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, they were decent. But I wouldn't toot my horn to that one.
Any final closing jerseys that you want to throw in there?
Is there any jersey we can really throw in there? We could go old Seahawks.
I'm talking strictly NBA. Yeah, straight NBA.
No, other than Seattle, again, yeah, the Supersonic jerseys. There's still the one. I'm trying to remember it. They had the huge little pole thing.
Oh, the Space Needle.
Space Needle, yeah, those were nice.
Yeah, those Sean Kemp, Gary Payton days. Can't really go wrong with that.
Yeah.
And then KD when he was drafted by the Sonics. Those were pretty nice. It was just plain like green and yellow, and you can't go wrong with that. Actually, you can go wrong with that if you're a Packer fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You guys suck.
Speaking of the Bears-Packers, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. We are filming this on Wednesday, so we do want to throw out a happy Thanksgiving from Phil and I.
Happy Thanksgiving.
To all of you listening, tell us why we suck in the comments, even though we're going to be nice to you and wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
And show you so much love.
Thank you for listening and stopping by to Most Valuable Podcast. Stay tuned for more Fast Break. We'll be coming out next week with another one. Most likely we'll be talking D-Rose and the state of the Bulls since we are Chicago fans. And keep tuned to the Most Valuable Podcast. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving. For Sean Anderson,
I'm Phillip Bridges.
Have a great one.
Thank you for listening to this MVP podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Most Valuable Pod for more great podcasts.